What if one conversation could create trust, create content, build your network, and grow your business? That is the hidden ROI of podcasting. Welcome to The Spark. All right, well, thanks for joining here today. As always, I am joined by Kendra Morvillo, and we have a really special guest today. Our guest is an educator, a producer, an owner of a podcast production company. He's been a part of 700 plus podcasts over his years of being a business owner and producer. I'd like to welcome Josh Trokey.
Well done.
Yeah?
Well done. Yeah, you got it right.
Had to get through there.
Well done.
Thank you for joining us in your studio.
I was about to say it's weird
being on this side.
over here.
Yeah. You're on this side. You're not behind the curtain today.
There. Yeah.
Share with us in the world a little bit about yourself and how you landed this sweet gig to be here with us on The Spark.
It's so funny to me because I always joke with people like my career path looks like someone was drunk when they drew it. Mm-hmm. I went from performance automotive to regular automotive to agriculture to trucking to podcasting.
This seems logical.
Right. There's a through line there somewhere. To me, though, I started as a video company, mm-hmm. and then someone that we had done a video with sent me a message like, "Hey, one of my clients, he does a podcast. Do you guys edit podcasts?" And I'm like, "Is there a check attached?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, great. Then we add a podcast." Of course we do.
I like money.
Yeah. We like money. We'll be good with this. That was 8 years ago. And we have been doing podcasts ever since. In 2023, we really turned it into a focus of the business because I saw it. I saw what it can do and the capabilities, and plus, I love the conversations.
No, that's great. And it shows as people who have watched your podcast, follow you on social. You do a great job. And
thank you.
Clearly, you're helping us look good. So we appreciate that. But, let's dig on in.
Sure.
When we talk about getting out in front of audiences or building a brand, people automatically think about speaking engagements. They think about blog creation, content creation, LinkedIn post. Honestly, the Spark for us is probably become our biggest weapon as far as getting our voice out there.
Yeah, and we started, I'm going to ask you a question in a second, sorry.
No, you're good.
First about us.
I was about to say, I'm all amped up here.
I know, you're excited.
This is my thing.
We started to do this to get our clients to do it. We didn't even start to do this because we really wanted a podcast, right? We started because we wanted our clients to be doing this, and so we were trying to lead by example. And now this is our 17th episode. Mm-hmm. And we've done AI and marketing technology. We've talked about sales processes, our values, client success stories. We've had other partners on, but it's turned into something a little bit different. And so how do it's allowed us to show our expertise, right?
Yep.
In different ways than maybe just a LinkedIn post would. So how do you think a podcast helps position a company as an expert differently than other media?
It's one of the things that I truly love about it because this is an authentic conversation. Mm-hmm. All of the times I stutter, stammer, and trip of my own words, mm-hmm. we're going to leave in. Mm-hmm. My editor is going to leave that in because he knows that the boss is okay with it because it's that authenticity. Authenticity is the thing that really builds that trust. It makes it's if you show up every week, every other week in videos, first off, you're showing up consistently for people, but then people know who you are. Mm-hmm. We've all called someplace where the person answering the phone sounds very different than what we've expected from the ads. You call a used car dealership that's got for their ads, and the person on the other end of the phone's like, "What do you want?" It's off brand. So mm-hmm. this really allows people to get to know you, to get to know your brand. And in a way that's not, video used to be a thing where you did one of them every 2 or 3 years, and then that's how people got to know your brand. You do one video now, and it's good for a couple of weeks, but then it's gone.
Yep.
A simple way to really create a boatload of content that builds that know, like, and trust. Mm-hmm.
Well, I could tell you one thing for certain is that when we first started this podcast, you had to listen because you were behind the board. I think Kendra's mom and my dad were both listening, and Jan, because Jan was paying the bill.
Right. Yep.
So, thanks. We appreciate the support. You helped get us to where we are now. But what we learn now, though, is that the longer that this has gone on, that when we engage with people now who are net new or even our existing clients, we have better conversations. They know who we are already, right? There's a familiarity. They understand a lot more about us than we probably even thought they might. Like we're putting it out here, like our experience and our expertise and the things that we're good at that we're offering, but people pick up on the jokes. They pick up on 100%. A lot of different things.
I mean, just for me watching back there, I mean, I see you two as work siblings. I mean, you are like you are work brother and sister. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean,
there's no getting around it.
Right. Besides the hair pulling, he ate my French fries. I mean, you guys are work siblings.
Right.
But it's that's what I mean when people know that's what they're walking into. Yeah. And the cool thing about it is you guys have personality. I mean, we have some podcasters that don't. You guys have personality, and that's going to attract the people that you want to work with.
Well, as I said in Pulp Fiction, personality goes a long way.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So I was thinking about the building and expertise. It's given us this venue to explain not only what we do, but how we do it, why we do it, and then also put some of us in there, right? So seeing how we interact, you're getting a sense of how it's going to be to work with us, which I think has been great, which is getting to that build, what do you call it?
The know, like, and trust.
Building know, like, and trust.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, like Jay said, we've had people walk in the meetings and be like, I feel like I already know you because you just watch one of these and you're getting a really good sense of us pretty quickly. Yeah,
and they already understand our takes on technology, scalability, process, growing pains, partnerships. Like they've seen our clients. They've seen who we partner with.
100%.
So it really helps tell the whole picture.
I have a great quick story about that. I started doing video when I was selling trucks at a semi-truck dealership. And I had almost 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. I had a couple of videos with 1 million views that I had created. One day I'm sitting in my office just working away, and in comes someone that is in Crocs, cut off sweatpants, and a gray t-shirt that probably has 4 days worth of potato chip grease on it. And he just sits down. He's like, "Hey, Josh, how's it going?" And I'm like, do I stranger danger? Do I need help? And he just sat down and talked to me. He's like, "Love the videos, watched every single." He knew me.
Yeah.
I had no idea who he was.
Yep.
But he knew me.
Yeah. It's pretty good brand building.
Yeah, 100%. 100% what it was.
I flipped the page, so I think I'm lost a little bit here, but
wow,
we can
buddy.
keep going. I know. Well, yeah, a little ahead. We talked about, let's see where we are in the notes here, building, no trust.
The thing that I enjoy doing is I enjoy
right
taking
there.
some of your bullet
right
points
here.
and bouncing around with them and being like, I'm going to cover the fifth one third and then the second one.
Yeah, it's great. Authentic conversations, right?
Which is a great segue into what your next question was.
So I'm going to share some examples.
Yeah,
There's some examples of, prospects who mention specific podcast episodes. Like that's happened. They're saying, you know what? We saw your social post. We've watched the podcast, and hey, let's talk about that one part. And sometimes for me, even though I sit here and do it, I don't watch the podcast over and over. It's not on repeat, regardless what other people may think. No, so you kind of have to reference back. But that's awesome. I mentioned it before. Existing clients of ours who are now, oh, you do that thing, or oh, I didn't realize that you were in that space. That's super helpful for us for cross-selling, into different disciplines that we have in house that they're not aware of, and partners. Partners understand who we are more. So as we're going down, and creating new partnerships for the future, they already have an idea of who we are, which is awesome. But this next question that's here, it's really about how much does authenticity matter? We've talked a lot about authenticity, and I feel like we've covered that a little bit. We do. Episode 1, all about authenticity. But
it's everything. Because the other thing is like people, no matter what, whether they realize it or not, they have a spidey sense for this stuff. And if someone's up there is spewing BS, they have a realization with it. Now they give politicians, they just know all of them are spewing BS. But really, when it comes to buying something from someone, you can tell who's being authentic. You can tell who's being themselves. Because the other thing is if you show up and they're a completely different person, they're going to be turned off.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
You guys are you. That's it. And that's what has made it successful because once again, in the editing that we've done on the podcast for you guys, it's raw. There's there's
raw,
ahs, but once again, that is what lets people connect with you and makes you guys believable that you're not robots.
Yep.
Well, it's given people a chance to meet with us. Now, as far as success, we'll have to define what success means. But I will say that we've had conversations we wouldn't have had before. We've had better conversations. And, for us, in full transparency, it's mostly started with our social clips. People see
that come from this.
The social clips that come from the podcast, and then that's their entry in, which is great. Now, unfortunately, people aren't watching the whole episode. It seems, but
they're really missing out.
They are missing out. That's what I'm saying. Clearly, they're the ones missing out.
What we find it's interesting because certain things do better in certain realms. So, we've got one show where the clips in that are doing phenomenal on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
We've got that same show. The YouTube episodes are doing amazing. The YouTube shorts, nothing. Like 3 or 4 views.
That's weird.
So we find that these are very siloed in terms of where people find them. Now, the beauty of the people finding the clips is that they're looking for those quick hits. How can I learn something really quick? The cool thing about the clips is, we're generating 12, 15 of them an episode. So you've got content coming out of your ears.
Mm-hmm.
The second piece is that's typically enough to get them to be like, oh, that's interesting. I should give them a call.
Yeah, we just need that little soundbite.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, it gets them interested. It gets them fired up about it. Because what marketers do in so many cases, like what you guys do, everyone's like, they do creative stuff. And that's probably 5 to 10% of what you're actually doing?
Yeah.
Not even that much.
It's a big misconception. You're
right. So it's explaining
I wish it was more.
The breadth and depth of what you guys cover and the amount of tools that you guys have at your disposal to be able to talk about those and have people be like, oh, gotcha. I mean, it's like when the lawnmower, when you realize that guy also does mulching and landscaping and plows the snow, you're like, oh.
I found my guy.
Right. You do all the other stuff too. You guys are the same way.
Well, I think one thing that people definitely miss, is that, they think that you're podcasting just for the sake of a podcast, right? And what we've learned, and you've helped teach us, is that it's just a whole bunch of content. It's not just the episode. It's social posts for LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever social platform you're on. It's videos for sales outreach. It's blog content, right? Let's give the commentary on what they talked about in the Spark. Website content. I mean, it just drives everywhere. So it's a huge sales enablement tool. That's what we found.
So the question is, in a perfect world, how long should a podcast episode be, and how many should you produce, and how often? What is the gold standard?
My favorite answer for podcast is how long should be, as long as it's interesting.
Yeah.
If it's interesting, shut up. Get out. If it's good, get the hell out of the room. Mm-hmm. I always make the example of George on Seinfeld when he realized his second joke was the bad one. If his first joke landed, he would grab his jacket and get out of the room.
Thanks, everybody.
He would just leave.
I'm done here. My job is done.
100%. And I always tell people, do that with your podcast. If, depending on how you want to do things, 20 minutes is a great range. Mm-hmm. If you want to go a little more in depth, 45 minutes is great. But there's some people it's not television. It doesn't need to be 23 minutes and 19 seconds. It can be 18 minutes. It can be 26 minutes. Mm-hmm. Keep it in the range. Keep it interesting. The other thing that I say in terms of frequency, every week is amazing. Every week is brutal also to do.
Yeah.
To go every other week.
I'm exhausted just thinking about it, Josh.
Right. The Business Fix podcast that we host, we spend 3 hours in the studio every couple of weeks. It's brutal. To do every other week seems to be a great cadence because you can record once, you can record 2 20-minute episodes, you can release one the first week, one the third week. You're in good shape. And the example that I like to give, as a podcast, you want to become a habit for people.
Yeah.
My recycling container goes out every other week. Mm-hmm. If it went out every third or fourth week, that thing would sit next to the garage and never move.
There's a schedule for a reason.
Yes. Yeah. So it's that every other week cadence is something that you become a part of those people's lives. Every other Tuesday, I know, hey, I'm going to tune in.
Love it. Okay, cadence. Cadence is important.
Yeah.
All right. Well, one conversation can literally set people up for success, including ourselves, for a month. That's what I like to say is one podcast can carry us from a content generation standpoint for a month. I think it's interesting though, because like your team provides back the whole episode, the transcript and shorts, right? That's the service that we signed up for because now we don't have to do it. It's amazing. So thank you in your editing because you put up with us. It's great. But, then there's this marriage between like what you do and then what the agency side does. Because on the agency side, that's where we then take it and create what we said before, the blog content, the other social posts, and all the sales enablement tools from it, newsletters, content. It's a marriage.
It's
there,
a honey hole.
We do a piece of the funnel. You guys are the architects of the funnel.
Yeah.
We cover a piece of the funnel because typically, what I always like to say, the podcast is not the bullhorn that is going to tell people come rushing into your storefront. What it is going to do is it's going to create a ton of content that some people will see that content. So you're getting one of those, what is it now, 472 touch points that you need before someone actually remembers.
I hope it's not that much now.
Points. Yeah, but it's a lot of touch points.
It's one of those touch points.
It's like trying how much protein is enough protein. They say something about how many stars in the sky.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them. You need all of them.
Yeah, but to me, it's that additional touch point. It's that know, like, and trust. It builds so many things that's supporting like what you guys do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Spark has really turned into be the most valuable thing that, for us.
I'm so
as
thrilled
far
to hear
as
that.
creating all of that content. I mean, it's given us the opportunity to have conversations with subject matter experts, with clients, to share case stories, to say, look at what a great job we do, and we work well with people. Like, that's really cool. And to highlight partners, so people go, hey, we want to do this service with you. Oh, that's who's behind the curtain over there. Yeah. They have access, right, to interact and see and view and, do their own research after that. It's really given us an excuse to have really good conversations and share those with everybody.
It's helped build our network.
I was going to say, you guys have had those conversations, and it's always interesting seeing like the first couple compared with now, how you guys are interacting and how you've we talked about it a little bit, changed a little bit who you're interacting with and how the show's done, because you're like, oh, this is what works. Yeah, it's kind of like everything else in marketing. You're 95% of the way there. You start doing it, and then you figure out that last 5.
Yeah, we need to keep measuring.
Right?
Yeah. Let's measure. Let's try it. Let's measure it.
That feels rude. I don't know. I think we just got slighted. I'm not sure.
No, I think we're good. So let me ask you this then, because you've seen our journey and you've been a part of that. But how does inviting someone to a podcast change the dynamic?
It's so interesting because first off, the thing that I always love to talk about with it is it's always a variable, because there's sometimes where you have someone in the studio and you're like, what just happened?
for good or for worse, better or for worse, right?
100%. That can always happen. But to me, the two things are really, it allows you guys, A, to learn from people. B, it gives you guys the chance to ask those questions that you're probably not going to ask in just passing conversation. Mm-hmm. How did you get into podcasts? How did you do this? How did you do that? You ask these very intentional questions. So even if it's a prospect or if it's someone that you're working with, you can start asking them like these questions that, once again, it's a podcast. So no one's like, they're trying to sell me in the podcast.
Right.
But you can ask them good questions like that.
For the record, I would love to sell somebody from the podcast.
We really want to do that.
Yeah,
we're just not good at it turns out.
No, we're staying authentic. And it's another touch in the sales cycle, right? But
100%.
You would love it if I was able to say, guess what happened?
Yeah.
They saw this episode and they bought.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'd celebrate that.
I felt like a checkout key from the...
But it's so funny, though, too. It's like so many other things in marketing. It is tough to say. You can tell the point that they bought, but you can't always tell the 15 points before that that got them there.
Yeah, that's why I believe you call it the hidden ROI.
The hidden ROI of podcasting.
Is the episode name. The final benefit that we were going to talk about was my favorite one, which is that this is actually really fun. As much as we like stress about it and hate it beforehand.
You stress. I don't know what you're talking about. Stoic.
OMG. Oh my God. Let's look at the footage on that. But like we genuinely like talking about these kinds of things and frankly showing behind the scenes of the business and all that kind of stuff too. Like that's kind of been an unintentional thing that we're doing.
We've been overly transparent in some episodes, which we're okay with, but I think there's other people in our organization who sometimes scratch their head like, oh man,
why are you talking about that?
They're selling a little bit too much, but guess what?
It's wonderful because first off, you guys have been an absolute pleasure to work with. And there's a few clients that I have that are just truly amazing. Mm-hmm. And it's the ones that look forward to coming into the studio. Mm-hmm. It's the ones too that are genuinely curious. They're like, hey, I've thought about these questions and I'm really excited to ask these questions and I want to hear what this person has to say. Mm-hmm. Those are the people that I truly love working with.
Yeah.
You're going to love us. Fun. We have a bunch of questions for you coming up here.
Oh my gosh,
Kendra, all the questions.
But and your nerves, I see this all the time. It doesn't show on camera in a bad way.
Yeah.
It shows as excitement.
Yeah.
It doesn't show as like, oh.
Remember that next time.
Right. You don't get the deer in the headlights glare into the camera like I have seen some people do.
That'd be so funny.
Oh, it's
if
not.
I just sat and stared at the camera.
It's not. As the guy that sits on the other side of that desk and is looking at that camera, I'm just like, oh, do I get out a shovel and bing him?
Yeah. So just a little like spitball.
Yeah, right.
So we can end this? Yeah, it's just rough.
Well, lightning round.
Well, did I ask the question? Kind of.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Okay.
I put a check next to it.
Oh, you did?
It's been checked.
Lightning round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go first.
You.
All right. This is a podcast. What's with all the cameras?
Yeah, right?
So my philosophy, and I'll try and keep this as lightning round as possible. You're already recording.
Yeah.
Why not turn on some cameras and open up a whole slew of other options that you can use for marketing?
Efficiency play. I'm a huge fan of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's 4 cameras glaring at us in here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Which one? Let's go here. Just tell us quickly about the worst episode you've ever been a part of in your career.
Oh, this is...
I can't.
No, this is good.
Yeah, we're going to protect the names.
It was a broadcast, and there's a reason why I say we don't do broadcasts anymore. We typically do marketing and business podcasts. Charismatic gentleman, just pleaded to the camera for 10 minutes. They recorded for an hour. He talked about how dinner had no taste, how couldn't sleep. His wife wanted a separation.
Oh my God.
And he spent the first 10 minutes just this impassioned plea into the camera about this. And I'm like, whoa. And then he spent the remaining 50 minutes hitting on the 24-year-old across the table.
Oh my.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, I think I see what's going on here.
No more broadcast.
That's too bad. I thought we could be a broadcast.
The end of the broadcast.
No,
that's it.
No, if you guys were, you wouldn't be here still.
All right, I have another one. After producing so many episodes for us, what do you think we've gotten right so far?
Oh, first off,
if anything,
the little bit of a pivot that you guys have made in terms of how you do the conversations. The other thing is how relaxed and authentic you are. That is what is bringing home the bacon. You guys are you. You're attracting your clients, your customers because you are you. And I mean, that means you're knowledgeable, you're personable, you're all those things if it's the right client, they're going to see that.
I think that's why we stopped trying to sell too hard, frankly, because
overall as an agency,
in the beginning, we were trying to be much more sales focused. And then we're like, well, it's just really talking and listening to us, learning about us.
It was also like, we're going through this thing at work and that's all I'm consumed with right now is fixing our accounting system.
Yeah.
Somebody else has to be going through this shit too, right? Yeah. Like, damn, this can't be so hard.
Everyone is.
Honestly, we're still going through it.
We're still going through it.
Right.
It's a nightmare.
There's a reason why we have the business fix. And that's talking about personnel problems.
That's a good plug. You have a chance for that at the end for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Favorite make, model, and year road bike?
Motorcycle?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'd have to go back. I was the first one in Ohio to have an Aprilia Mille RSV.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds really cool.
Hard to spell.
It was. It's an Italian superbike.
Obvi.
And it was.
It makes you an espresso when you're done too?
No, it did not. No, I couldn't afford an espresso because I was like 20 years old with an Italian bike.
Yeah, right.
So that would be the favorite.
Okay.
All right. So we're here in your studio space in Barberton. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're on the board of Main Street Barberton, an organization that's looking to revitalize the city.
Yeah.
Right. What would you tell folks to come see in Barberton?
Just come downtown. We have so many cool things right now. Like we're in an art gallery, which is right next door to axe throwing and an escape room. There's a beautiful coffee shop. There's a couple of great restaurants down the street. Like one that I hit for lunch all the time is Tusk, which is just a few doors down. We have one of the best children's theaters in the state right on the other side of this wall.
It's cool.
So many cool things down here.
So cool.
Yeah, and there's we notice a lot of constructions, a lot of things continuing to be updated. So yeah, we're rooting for you. We're here. We chose to come down here.
Yeah, no, I don't even live here. I live 6 miles away, and I still am passionate enough about this place to be that involved.
Yeah, it's cute.
Thank you.
But when we started the Spark, we really thought we were just creating a podcast. And what we've learned is that we've really, created a platform to be able to communicate and to drive our own content strategies. So what I'll say is I'm going to look at camera 3 real quick. If you have considered a podcast or your marketing folks are saying, hey, you really need to, get behind the camera, get behind a microphone, our suggestion is to go ahead and do it. If there's anything we can do to help you plan that, consult, connect you with Josh to move that forward, just reach out. Let's spark a conversation. Let's figure out how we can have you creating content and filling up your content calendar. If you'd like to.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No, I'm going to hand it over to you. Why don't you give your plugs and give everything so that people can understand how to get a hold of you?
Wonderful. If you spend any time at all on LinkedIn, I am there. You can also find Pedal Stomper Productions there. It is just one stomper, not multiple stompers.
Just one stomper.
Just one stomper. The website, we're on all the social medias. The other one that I'll plug to is The Business Fix. That is a podcast that I co-host that is about business leadership that has done phenomenal. We've started to realize how big leadership is as an issue, and we have a ton of fun with it. The way Christy and I interact is similar to you two. It's a ton of fun.
No, definitely looking forward to checking that out. With that, here's something that we don't normally do that we've never done. If you've actually made it to this point of the podcast, what we're going to do is Venmo you $10 if you're one of the first 3 people to email jay@frontburnermarketing.com. $10. Buying you a sandwich, right? $10. That could buy you a beer and a tip. I don't know.
You are not eligible.
You're not eligible.
Okay,
sorry, buddy.
Thanks for joining. As usual, please like, follow, share, get paid. We're going to try to get you paid if you're one of the first 3. We're out.